In the beginning, the divine architect brought forth existence from the void. The heavens, vast and boundless, and the earth, teeming with potential, along with all their intricate array, were brought to their magnificent completion. A grand tapestry of creation unfolded, each thread meticulously woven into being. On the sixth day, the work reached its zenith. Then, on the seventh day, the Creator finished all the work that had been undertaken. A profound stillness descended, marking the cessation of active creation. From all the work that had been done, God rested on this seventh day. This was not a rest born of weariness, but a sacred pause, a declaration of completion and perfection. It signified the fulfillment of a divine purpose. In an act of profound significance, God blessed the seventh day. This blessing imbued the day with a unique sanctity, setting it apart from all others. It became a beacon of divine favor. Furthermore, God made the seventh day holy. This consecration elevated the day, designating it as sacred time, distinct and hallowed. It was set aside for a special relationship between the Creator and creation. Thus, from the very dawn of time, the concept of the Sabbath was established. It stands as an eternal testament to the rhythm of creation, a divine pattern for rest, reflection, and reverence. It calls humanity to acknowledge the sacred pause in life's ceaseless activity. Before the advent of humanity, the earth presented a different visage. There was no field shrub yet on the land, nor had any grass of the field sprung up. The ground lay fallow, awaiting its destined cultivator. For the Lord, God had not yet sent rain upon the earth. Moreover, there was no man to till the ground, to nurture its potential. The conditions for flourishing life were still being prepared. Yet, from the earth itself, a stream would rise. This life-giving vapor would water the entire surface of the ground, providing sustenance in the absence of rain. It foreshadowed the coming abundance. Then, in a singular act of intimate creation, the Lord God formed man. He fashioned him from the clay of the ground, connecting humanity directly to the very dust of the earth. This was a deliberate and personal act of sculpting. Into the man's nostrils, God blew the breath of life. This divine insufflation imparted more than mere animation. It bestowed a living spirit, a spark of the Creator's own essence. It was the moment of true awakening. Through this sacred act, man became a living being. He was not merely an animated form, but a soul endowed with consciousness, purpose, and the capacity for relationship. Life flowed through him, vibrant and new. To provide a dwelling worthy of this new creation, God planted a garden. This garden was situated in Eden, a place of unparalleled beauty and fertility, located in the east. It was a sanctuary of perfection. Within this exquisite garden, God placed the man He had formed. This was his home, his domain, a place designed for flourishing and communion. He was given stewardship over this paradise. The garden contained a wondrous array of trees. They were delightful to look at, their beauty captivating the eye. More importantly, their fruit was good for food, providing sustenance in abundance. Among these magnificent trees stood the tree of life. Its presence signified eternal vitality, a constant source of enduring existence. It offered the promise of unending flourishing. Also present was the tree of the knowledge of good and bad. This tree represented a profound choice, a boundary set by the Creator. It held the potential for understanding moral distinctions. From Eden, a single river flowed forth, its waters pure and life-giving. This river served to water the entire garden, ensuring its perpetual verdancy and fruitfulness. It was the source of all its lushness. As it left the garden, this mighty river divided into 4 distinct branches. These were named Pishon, Gihon, Tigris, and Euphrates, rivers that would shape the geography of the ancient world. They marked the spread of life from Eden. Man's primary role within this paradise was clear. He was to cultivate and care for the garden, to tend its beauty and maintain its order. This was his first sacred task, a partnership with the Creator. Within the bountiful garden, man was granted immense freedom. He was free to eat from any tree, to partake of its fruit without restriction. This liberty underscored the generosity of his Creator. However, a specific prohibition was given concerning one tree. Man was commanded, "Do not eat from the tree of the knowledge of good and bad." This was a singular boundary, a test of obedience and trust. The consequence for disobedience was stark and absolute. The Lord God declared that on the day man ate from it, he would surely die. This was a solemn warning, emphasizing the gravity of the command. As man dwelled in the garden, God observed his state. A profound realization emerged. It is not good for the man to be alone. Despite the perfection of his surroundings, something essential was missing. Therefore, God decided to make a suitable partner for man. This companion would be a helper, one who corresponded to him, reflecting his nature and complementing his being. The divine plan unfolded further. To find this suitable partner, God first formed various wild animals and birds. He fashioned them from the ground, bringing forth a diverse array of creatures. Each was a marvel of creation. Then, in an act of profound engagement, God brought these animals to man. This was not merely a presentation, but an invitation for man to participate in the ordering of creation. It was a test of his understanding. Man, in turn, named all the cattle, the birds of the sky, and every wild animal. This act of naming signified his dominion and his intellectual capacity. He understood their essence and gave them identity. Yet, despite this vast array of creatures, no suitable partner was found for man among them. None possessed the unique qualities that would truly correspond to his own being. His solitude remained. To facilitate the next stage of creation, God cast a deep sleep upon the man. This was a divine slumber, a profound unconsciousness that prepared him for a transformative experience. He rested in the Creator's hands. While man slept, God took one of his ribs. This was a precise and deliberate act, extracting a part of man's very essence. It symbolized the intimate connection between what was to be created. Then God closed up its place with flesh. The wound was healed, the body made whole again. This demonstrated the Creator's power to restore and perfect. From the rib he had taken from the man, God built a woman. This was not a mere formation from dust, but a construction from living tissue, signifying her intrinsic connection to humanity. She was a masterpiece. When she was complete, God brought the woman to the man. This was a divine presentation, a moment of profound revelation. The Creator himself officiated this first encounter. Upon seeing her, man recognized her immediately and profoundly. He exclaimed, "This one at last is bone of my bones and flesh of my flesh." This declaration spoke of shared essence and deep kinship. He then named her woman, for she was taken from her man. This naming acknowledged her origin and her complementary relationship to him. It was a name of identity and connection. This foundational event explains a profound truth about human relationships. It is why a man leaves his father and his mother, detaching from his primary family unit. He is drawn to a new bond. He then clings to his wife, forming a new, unbreakable union. This clinging signifies loyalty, devotion, and an enduring commitment. It is the foundation of a new household. Through this sacred union, the man and woman become one flesh. This is a profound spiritual, emotional, and physical unity, a complete intertwining of two lives into a single entity. It is the essence of marriage. In their pristine state, both the man and his wife were naked. They stood before each other and before their Creator without concealment. There was nothing to hide, nothing to fear. Crucially, they felt no shame in their nakedness. Their innocence was absolute, their relationship pure and unblemished. This was a state of perfect transparency and trust, a reflection of paradise itself.